Hey, if you're looking for all things Raleigh, North Carolina, you've come to the right place. In today's video, we're gonna take a walking tour of Raleigh, show you some of my favorite things, just take you around the city, just the metro part of the city. And I'm really looking forward to showing you around where we live. If that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button below and hit that notification button to stay on top of videos as we drop them. We do drop them on a weekly basis. My name is Mike Waldron. I'm the owner-operator of the Waldron Real Estate Group, one of the Triangle area's top producing real estate teams. Triangle being Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, and the surrounding suburbs. We get calls, texts, emails every single day from people just like you, looking to learn more about the Raleigh area and also looking to potentially make a move here. If you're thinking about moving here, whether it's 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, give us a call. All of our contact information is below in the comments. We are happy to answer any and all questions you have. If you want to learn more about us, definitely go visit Google and Zillow, where we have over 400 reviews. We've been in business 15 years. Again, we're a top producing team in the area. Don't let the hooded sweatshirt fool you. I'll always stay comfortable. If you're looking for more information or you're looking to make a move, we'll help make your next move the best move, and we look forward to answering any questions you might have. Let's start today and take a tour of Raleigh. We're going to start our tour of Raleigh at the State Capitol building. Raleigh is the North Carolina State Capitol, so it's currently under construction, as you can see over here. And part of the tour we're not going to get to today is the NC museums, which are behind the State Capitol. The Museum of Life and Sciences specifically is right behind the Capitol here. We're going to do our tour mainly along Fayetteville Street and the surrounding streets. So we're going to start the tour just going up and down Fayetteville Street, which is sort of the main artery of Raleigh. What I really love about Raleigh is it's really centrally located. You can get anywhere in 25-30 minutes, whether it's the surrounding suburbs or the other big cities like Durham and Chapel Hill, other big towns, or you need to get to Cary, Apex, Holly Springs. You're really anywhere between 20 and 40 minutes away from anything. Raleigh really reminds me a little bit of Philadelphia in the sense, which is where I'm from, in the sense that it is a big city, but it feels like a small town. You could walk around and basically see anyone and it feel like home. So it's a really, while it's a big city, it's definitely got a great vibe. Across the street, we're gonna try to do both sides of the street as we go. There's tons of office buildings, but it's also really nice that there's parking everywhere along the city, especially down Fayetteville Street, just off the artery of Fayetteville Street. I haven't been to that pizza place yet. Tons of banks. Banks are headquartered here. For example, here's the Wells Fargo building, really tall building. Another great thing about the Raleigh area is there's lots of history, being a capital city. There's a lot of history to be explored, a lot of great museums, really great attractions as well. You have the Red Hat Amphitheater, which is on the other side of Fayetteville Street, behind the convention center. You have the convention center. You've got great museums like the Marbles Kid Museum, which we'll see on our tour, and the Museum of Life and Sciences. And at the end of Fayetteville Street, we'll get to it, Marriott Performing Arts Center, where they do anything from plays, concerts. There's always construction going around Raleigh, urban areas, local shops. Love the flavor of being in the city. You've got the YMCA here on the other side of Fayetteville Street. Local North State Bank, headquartered here. First Citizens Bank across the street on Fayetteville Street. PNC building, which obviously houses PNC, but also has condos on the top floors, so high-rise living. That's really one of the cool things about Raleigh too, is there's a plethora of all different types of housing. There's single-family housing, townhomes, and condos, whether they're low-rise or high-rise condos. That's the PNC building, which we'll see a lot on the tour. Here's the First Citizens. So a little info about housing. We've got obviously metro housing in Raleigh, you know, like the condos and the single families and the townhouses I spoke about. But you also have these amazing neighborhoods just outside the city. Like when I say outside the city, you know, 10 minutes. pays Barton. The average height, if we're talking about housing just specifically in downtown Raleigh, like the 27601 zip, right now the median house price is just under $810,000. The least expensive house is $309,000. A 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo in Dawson, the Dawson on Morgan. And then the most expensive right now, listed in the MLS, is $1.84 million, just under 4,300 square feet in historic Oakwood on half an acre. Here's the Wake County Courthouse. You want to try to avoid this building. It's nothing but bad news over there. Got the ABC 11 building, local news affiliate. See that Sono across the street, that Japanese restaurant? It also houses condos. It's the Hudson building here. So more high-rise living. It's another office building. A lot of offices, some high-rise condos, some bank headquarters mainly make up Fayetteville Street. As we get down Fayetteville, you're gonna see some hotels as well. We'll get down there in a second. I don't walk super fast, just fast enough. Keep it moving in the city. Here's the Duke Energy building. Duke Energy is the main electrical company that services the Raleigh Triangle area. There it is. Just across the street there. Nest Community Workplace. So like a spot you can go work. You rent offices. Here's the Sheraton. There's a really cool rooftop bar. Here's Jimmy V's. So Jimmy Valvano, head coach of NC State that won the national championship several years ago. Restaurant in his name. Good restaurant, office, residential buildings. Office buildings. One thing is really cool about this space here is you see that big acorn. So for New Year's, you know, New York City has the ball drop at midnight. Here we do an acorn drop in Raleigh, right downtown. And they drop it, I think, at 8 o'clock so the families can attend and sort of celebrate the new year in this big public space. I think that's a really cool. We used to come here all the time, me and my kids, and then we'd go to the Krispy Kreme, the hot fresh donut spot, just a mile or so away. Here's the Marriott City Center. Behind it, you'll see the convention center. So it's a great spot for people to stay if they're attending conventions. First National Bank building. It's early, it's a little chilly today, but a perfect day to walk you around Raleigh. Marriott here. What's cool about Raleigh is there's tons of shops. Not necessarily on Fayetteville Street, though. There's a good amount of restaurants. There's tons of shops, restaurants, markets, boutiques, even some chains you'll find. You can always get your Starbucks fix. And just outside Raleigh, when I did my pros and cons list of Raleigh, you'll see that we have great park system. Pullen Park is really close by. I'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end of the video. Dorothea Dix Park as well. Great green spaces. But there is the Marietta Performing Arts Center, just across the way. We're gonna flip and turn around on Fayetteville Street, walk back. Another cool thing that we won't get to on the walking tour today is the State Farmers Market. Again, it's just outside the Metro City area. 75 acres of indoor, outdoor specialty shops, restaurants, and a garden center. Fruits, veggies, meats. It's open Monday through Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. and Sunday, 8 to 5. You can also, in the city center, go to Big Ed's, which is a great breakfast spot. You can visit at NC State, you can visit the Ralston Arboretum, which is awesome. It's a beautiful, nationally acclaimed botanical garden where they have festivals and events year-round. Going back up Fayetteville Street. I mentioned Pullen Park. Pullen Park is the 5th oldest amusement park in the United States. It features a carousel, mini train, paddle boats, playgrounds, and so much more. It was built in 1887 and it's on 66 acres. You can see a play, they have performing arts there. You can take an art class, you can play your favorite sport, anything and everything you would do at a park. Crema, which is a really good coffee shop. Have to stop there after the tour. Another park I mentioned is Dorothea Dix Park. It's 308 acre city park. When sunflowers in bloom, they have a beautiful sunflower field. A lot of people go there to take pictures, family pictures, Instagram. It's got, you should Google it. It's got incredible history and the location is unbeatable. Back up Fayetteville Street. Here's the Duke Energy building again. Get the other side of the Sheraton. Could do a whole tour just on Fayetteville Street, to be honest, but we're gonna try to speed it up. NC State flag for those that are curious. We're on Fayetteville and Davie Street, Wake County Courthouse. Again, you want to avoid that building as much as you can. PNC building. The camera doesn't make it quite as high as it is. We're on Fayetteville and Martin for Citizens, the local YMCA. Courtyard, great parking deck over there. Moore Square parking deck. We'll talk a little bit about Moore Square further along the video. Love these little courtyards where there's seating in between the big buildings. Again, just walking along Fayetteville. We are going to take a right on Hargett Street, right off Fayetteville. Do have the scooter systems here through the city, which is really great. Good parking system too for street parking. I just parked for 2 hours for $2.50 using the app. I don't live downtown, I live just outside in the suburbs, but getting here and parking on the street compared to other major cities is extremely easy. There's the Raleigh Times, really good restaurant, and associated with a whole bunch of other restaurants in the area. So we're on Hargett, just crossing Wilmington. Sorry for the sun glare. There's a very popular restaurant, CT, authentic Lebanese. I'll be honest with you, went there for my birthday. It was not as good as it used to be. Taking a stroll down Hargett Street. That's down Wilmington. Gravy is another restaurant downtown. That's actually delicious. Italian food. London Bridge Pub. Here up on your right, you're gonna see the Go Raleigh bus station. So it's really the only public transportation we have. We don't have an L, we don't have subway. So the main public transportation is really here at the Go Raleigh bus station. So we're still on Hargett Street. Marbles Kids Museum. It's an incredible kids museum. We'll talk a little bit about that as we go through Moore Square and come back. Watson Ward. Great place to go get a drink, kind of like a speakeasy. Went there for my birthday with some friends, a lot of fun. We just took a right on Blunt Street. So we are on Blunt Street on the back of the Moore Square parking deck. This is Moore Square, we're gonna walk through it in a minute. Really cool city park. But I just wanted to show you two of my favorite restaurants in the area right off Moore Square. You have Brewery Bavana, which I think is the best restaurant in the city. Really cool vibe. It's almost like a bookstore as well. And they make their own beer. It's a dim sum restaurant. Just really delicious food. And next door to that is Bitamanda, which is Laotian food. Laotian food. Really nice that it's right here off Moore Square. Really lively part of the city. The Moore Square, two excellent restaurants. Some shopping. We're on Blunt Street. We're gonna cross over Martin. 42 in Lawrence, apartments, Larry's Coffee, delicious beans. So we're getting into the city market area, kind of self-explanatory. And then we get into the city market area. You got cobblestone streets. In the city market section, really quiet, nice area. Walking to Big Ed's, get some great breakfast. Big Ed's is an institution here in Raleigh. Blackbird, Books and Coffee, City Market Sushi. Just a ton of little shops here. Fix Pizza. So head down these cobblestone streets into Moore Square. Tell you a little bit about Moore Square. Let's get into Moore Square a little bit. Moore Square was built in 1792. It's a place of gathering, recreation, entertainment. It's a 4-acre downtown urban space. It's bordered by 4 major streets: East Martin, South Person, East Hargett, and South Blunt. It's open 6 to 11. There's a performing arts series here, an interactive water feature, which you can see over there. Again, houses 2 of my favorite restaurants. Burger spot, city benches, place to sit, come grab lunch. There's Brewery Bavana and Bitamanda. We're gonna walk to Marbles Kids Museum and then go back up Hargett Street. Marbles Kids Museum, again, is a really amazing interactive kids museum. They also have IMAX theaters, so it's not just kids stuff that they play on the theaters. There's marbles. We're gonna head back up Hargett Street. Here's Cafe Luna, really nice restaurant. Next to Watson Ward, Brewery Bavana, Bitamanda. Back up Hargett, we'll go this way. Rush hour traffic in the morning. Again, going back up Hargett Street. Tons of little parking lots too throughout the city, which is great. Like I told you, I parked on the street for 2 hours for $2.50. Can't really beat that. You can find some spots in the city that aren't paid. Good luck. Little taverns, little shops all around the city. Gonna go here and go up Wilmington Street off Hargett. Just take you a couple blocks down Wilmington, show you a couple more restaurants. Gravy again, delicious. Italian American. There's the North Carolina Museum of History of Edenton and Wilmington. Back up Wilmington, we are getting our steps in. In the distance there, you can see the Red Hat building, local company, headquartered here. Tons of jobs, tons of opportunity, and great central location. I've helped a lot of people that work at Red Hat buy and sell homes in the area, and they love it there. Hopefully you're getting a good feel for the city. It's a very walkable city, very easy to navigate. Although, full disclosure, I did take a wrong turn. Hey, it's not all perfect on videos, right? But it's a very walkable city, very easy to get around. Most of the stuff is really centrally located. Centro, great Mexican restaurant. See up there, you'll see the Canes flag. The Canes are one of the top ranked teams in the NHL, right local here in Raleigh. PNC Arena, about 12 minutes away from the metro area of Raleigh. Go Canes. Really cool to have a pro hockey team here in the city. So we're just on the other side of Salisbury other side of Wilmington that we've been on. CT and Gravy across the street. Shows you Raleigh Times here, and across the street, or right around the corner, you got the Pizza Times, owned by the same people. Here on the corner of Martin and Wilmington, you have Beasley's Chicken and Waffles, where they, you guessed it, serve chicken and waffles. This is important because this is one of Ashley Christensen's 6 restaurants. Ashley Christensen is a James Beard Award-winning chef we have here in Raleigh. Some of the best fried chicken you'll ever have. The waffles are amazing too. And across this catty corner, you have Oro, which is a really good restaurant as well. PNC Plaza, which we showed you earlier. Just a little bit further down Wilmington here, not much to see. And then back up to Beasley's, another view of Beasley's. If we head up Martin Street, you'll see Mecca, which is Raleigh's oldest restaurant. And then we're gonna walk up to Salisbury Street. Again, here's Mecca, one of the oldest restaurants in Raleigh. We're gonna cross over Fayetteville, which is where we started our walking tour. Only a couple more blocks to show you. Umbrella Dry Bar, just a local business. Capitol Club restaurant. Gonna go down Salisbury Street. Just want to show you Deco. Deco is a really cool spot, worth the trip down the street. We're gonna cross, go back down Salisbury. Example, we've got murals all over Raleigh. Really cool. Makes you feel like you're definitely in the city. A lot of artistic talent here. Just gonna go back up Davie and then back to Fayetteville and end at the state capitol again. Some spots that I didn't get to hit, just not enough to hit everything, is Morgan Street Food Hall, which is an awesome food hall in the city. Not to be confused with a food court. It's a lifestyle dining concept featuring 22 local food shops. The Raleigh Beer Garden, which is I think the largest beer garden in the country. Really cool spot. We talked a little bit about the State Farmers Market. Another food hall in the city is Transfer Company Food Hall. Transfer Company Food Hall is located in a historic garage, holds over 50,000 square feet of food. Breakfast to dinner, 10 restaurants. So as we head up Fayetteville Street to end the tour, back up to the state capitol building, I hope that you got a good vibe for what the city is all about. And it felt like you were with me on this walking tour. It's a beautiful day to walk. Weather here in Raleigh is incredible, as it usually is. One of the reasons to live here. Thanks so much for joining along our walking tour of Raleigh today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below in the comments section. I will absolutely answer any questions and comments you might have. If you're local to the area and have something to add, please do. We're a community. I want to give people the best information they can have as they consider Raleigh for their next home. Thanks again for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something today. I know that I was walking and moving around to show you as much as I could in the time allotted. If you have questions or you're looking to make a move to the area in the next month, 6 months, 12 months, we want to be your local resource. Hit me up. All my information is in the comments section below. I'm happy to help in any way I can. I want to make your next move to Raleigh your best move. Thanks until next time.